I was going like, hey guys, we're going to talk boys, man. So today we got something a little different. So I ended up matching up with EVK two times. You guys don't know this guy is like top 100 every season. Currently he is number one on Xbox leaderboards. And yeah, so he's ended up playing a game last night. It was a hell game, boys. I'm not even gonna lie. It was definitely a hell game. He got a little bail. We got a little bail. So that's what it is. But yeah, let's just get right into this one. So start off on the kickoff. I have never seen this before, and this actually ended up being huge in the game because the game was definitely something that was decided by a one score affair. So here we go. We got start off with the safety, and I've seen some of his TikToks, like some of his content. So I wasn't looking for this like off meta style. Well, he's running 6-1 on defense, but the offense was really giving me issues. Like, I mean, we were making them work, but we both didn't throw a pick till like late in the fourth quarter. I believe we threw it on his last drive, trying to just dial something up, and I do one out of it. I do believe a throw out a sack or some crazy play from Clowney. But so here, I'm like, okay, I feel like I didn't know if this was actually him I was playing, but I think he had the top 100 badge or something like that. So I'm just looking. I'm like, okay, so he's man here. That's a lot of times if I motion through formations, I'm just want to see if he's running man. We got Hollywood on a small passy streak, and yeah, Eamon Ward's too slow. So go up here. We'll have the chance to go up here. No, I believe I do make the kick. Yeah, we just got an uphold there. He only, I believe, sent 4, so 4 gets 5. We said where, but you know how this game gets sometimes. So I'm like, okay, I'm feeling good, feeling great here actually because I do get ball back at half. So going up 9-0 with that's 2 possessions and just 10 seconds against the number one guy on the leaderboards. That's pretty solid. So now this pistol deuce close he was running was 100% giving me some problems. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't really seen anything like this. I mean, when someone comes out in a deuce close sit, I'm only honestly moving my so here, hold on, just go back real fast. So you're gonna see um so yeah, you're gonna see me moving out my corners because I believe that he's gonna go to something like the RPO. So boom, we switch the whip, switch the crosser, and then so he throws that. So I'm like, okay, that's a decent rock combo, and I'm like pistol deuce close. I haven't seen, sorry guys, I haven't really seen anyone really running this year. So here I'm moving my Derwin now so we can play the RPO just in case he doesn't go RPO. Switch the whip, stay down. I should have switched to RB, but that's a good ball. And also his quarterback guy, this dude's insane. So if you have not used it, I believe he's using Culpepper. Oh no, he's using Cam, yeah, but both either of the Super Bowl cards are fairly good. So yeah, so here, and yeah, you see a lot of the times this game, I'm not gonna lie, he's a little bagged. I'm not gonna lie, but he gets out the pocket, makes a good play, and then playmakers him away from my user, but throws it before I have a chance to switch there. So yeah, that's another sign of like a good player. Here we just scream with our loop, and Fred, I mean, he just got right in. I don't know if he like changed his protection or yeah. So 113 right here. Let me see what he does. I think he takes off here. No, he playmakers and back across the field, and then again, yeah. So that's just playing a good player. You're gonna have to deal with this, and honestly, I'm really not playmakers. If it looks like a lot of yards, I will start to switch it. But here, I believe I just gave up the table route because I mean that makes sense because I flipped with my trips. Yeah, so I flipped my trips here. I ended up giving the table route. A lot of the times here, I really should like I manned up Derwin on him, But I really should have put Derwin in the deep half and pressed my corner and then made him over the RB. That would have took away, you know, at least it would have gave me time to get a little pressure, and that, because that's his high read, and that's definitely always the high read in that situation. I gotta, you know, recognize that. But here we got RB, switch down, switch up to Tate, and then just a good playmaker. Jeremiah Love, he's a dog, man. He catches it through Fred Warner's tackle. So here we just, again, we want to play bend, don't break defense. So we got the drag, boom. I'm looking for the playmaker up. He doesn't playmaker him up, so he does get the first down. But we do first and goal. That's a decent situation. And then again here. Oh yeah. I'm not really looking for. I just don't want to give up an easy 6. That's all I'm really looking for. I just don't want to give up an easy 6. So what I'm doing here is it's just that, but he does get the return route, and I think that's Barner. Yeah, he just fights for him, so that's fine. Again, you just don't want to give up. Like, I want to make him work. Like this you know, this drive took him about, I think, like 75% of the first quarter, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so you got a minute left, and so, and that's the thing. Like, I believe if this was like, you know, a money game or some serious tournament like MCS, I would start chewing immediately, especially knowing I'm playing against a very good player. 100% chill here, but here I'm just trying to, you know, see what they do. So he does get the touchdown, but we are still, again, that's where the 2 points that does come up huge here, because now we're up 7-9 instead of it just being a tie ball game. So also that's a stop. Stopping the score here puts me up. Even if I take my 7, the stopping the score will put me up. What is that? 16-7. So it will stay up 2-possession game. And here I'm just really audibling around a lot, just because I want to see if he's running man. Like, that's all I want to do, is see if he's running man. So we got Kelsey, her little spin. And yeah, I'm like, okay, so I see the defense. I see he does definitely like man, and I'm starting to, okay, I'm like, okay, I see man, okay. So I'm gonna definitely start going to some crossing routes. You see, yeah, so he knows about, hold on, I'm gonna show you right here. This is where you can tell you're playing a good player. When I audible to doubles wide close weeks, they know the slot fade beats man, he backs him off immediately. That's signs of some calm, and he deep halves him also. He backs him off and he deep halves him. So I'm like, okay, yeah, this dude knows what he's doing. So here, but he does leave Kelsey open because of the deep half, and we got Kelsey. So yeah, we go up here 16-7, and yeah, I believe I think he blocked one of my kicks. I'm not sure, but I think he did block one. So. And that's another thing, you, especially against like good players, you don't really pay super like a decent amount of attention to it, but you definitely want to yeah, you definitely want some good kick coverage, because again, like, good players will take advantage of, you know, all of that. So I believe here he was going for a cover 4 here. But anytime I see like a halfback get motioned out, or a wide receiver get motioned out like there, like from the slot to outside, I'm immediately deep happing. Well, he should have been, I messed up my adjustments, but I did. So I'm gonna show you guys. I messed up my adjustments. This is, mind you, bring baseline back, guys, because Plaque's right here. This is my slot corner. This is my outside corner. So what's supposed to happen is, normally I deep half, like when I see, because, you know, especially out of like normal off wide close, I think that's what he audible to. There's a lot of like corner, post, well, not post, but corner, tight end post, and then the slot guy will run like a weird, like, it's not like a streak, but it breaks to the sideline or breaks inside a little bit. So I'm like, okay, so you may want to bomb here. So I'm trying to deep half this guy, and because he's in the slot, my adjustments are messed up. Luckily, Plax is manned up on him. He plays pretty good coverage. We guard the comeback, and yeah, that's good D. So I'm seeing, like, okay, like I'm starting to see, like, I'm like, I'm getting him in under things. So you know, when you're going away from something that you like, you know, really run, I guess. I mean, I believe we got him a little bit uncomfortable. So that ball might have been open, but I'm like, okay, so I see that now. So now I'm gonna definitely make sure I switch back to my inside quarter or deep. I'm really trying to deep half him right here. But what he does is, so yeah, I deep half him, so he's not getting fried over top or pulled down. But the deep halves don't get pulled down. 4th and 10 here. This is really a chance to, I'm not gonna say put the game away, but this is a chance to really get a huge stop here. And we don't come with the stop, boys. I'm not gonna lie, but oh, he has a curl. I rolled out. I try to switch onto it, and he just makes a good play. So what I probably honestly could have done. Nah, Simmons wasn't close enough. Yeah, that's just a good pass lead, honestly. But you know, it is what it is. So yeah, we're still sporting the 9-point lead, which is 2 possessions again. That's huge, especially when we get ball back. And I'm really starting to feel confident. I'm like, okay, like I got this dude, you know, fighting for his life on 4th downs, like flicking on, trying to ag a curl route to keep his drives alive. So I'm like, okay, I'm getting really confident now. So we switched that. Throws it for a yard. And normally what I like to do is when there's like RB side, or if this side he's going to with the RB a lot, is I move him down like that, or I just press him. So there I switched up because I didn't actually think he was going to throw that. He gets a nice little 2 spins, picks up some yards. So keep in mind, 3:05 left, and I believe he may start chewing. Yeah, I think he is chewing here. But then again, that's definitely the right call. So yeah. So what do you throw here? The stem down corner. And that's another thing. These corners, I'm not gonna lie, I really had to pick my poison because I seen he was trying to beat me over top, but I just like I really didn't want to. Like pretty much, I normally run like a cover 3 or a cover 4, like a cover 3 cloud or a cover 4 shell. So when the corners are like my slot corners are the guys that have to man up on that because I can't take away from like, you know, the integrity of the shell just to, you know, I'm not gonna do that for sure to stop a corner routes. But I do start manning up my slots on the outside guys, so they do end up playing the corners a little bit better. But again, like I said, we're playing bend don't break defense. I'm not necessarily looking for anything crazy, but yeah, he's just looking for a cover 3 beater. He gets it. But again, this is fine because, and what I really should have done here, all right, we just go get, here we go. Yeah. So what I really should have done here, he goes to a cover 2 shell. And this is the thing, when you play a guy that motions a lot, you 100% want to, a guy that plays man a lot, you want to motion a lot because of the motions like these, they will, you know, like throw off their man or reset their adjustments. There we go. We got JSN on a little drag. And I really wanted to score, but my stick's so bad, we just can't get there. But I'm like, okay, so I'm in a good situation now. 145 left. He only has 2 timeouts. He hasn't stopped me up to this point, I believe. If I recall correctly. So I'm like, you know what, we're gonna milk a little clock here, and I believe that's what I do. Yep, he's running timeouts. J Love, that dude just fights so hard. And he is saving his last timeout. So I'm just running it down here. And I end up scoring with J Love with 18 left. And here is okay. So okay, we're getting the defense. I'm going straight cover 4. I'm like, I'll give up a 3. I don't care about 3. He kicks a 3. I'm still up 6 points. I go down the field, get a field goal, and I'm back up 2 possessions after halftime. So I'm not too worried about that. And I'm not gonna lie, boys. I get greedy. I do a little bit too much, and I shouldn't have. So here, look at that. I accidentally, well, not accidentally, I switched down to Dirt from Derwin. When, like, this is a situation where against a good player, I will live and die with giving up, 3 here. But I start, he quick snaps me, I start on my user, or start on Derwin, which is my inside quarter, which would take that away, and he just throws that right at me. So that was definitely tough, because I really thought, honestly, I thought a play like that would lose me the game, because that's just a mistake that you can't make against anyone good. So he does go for the 2 point. I believe he gets it. He does. We're at halftime. We got ball. Let him kick that out the end zone. Not really worried about it. So here I'm really just looking to I just got to keep putting points on the board, because we're making him work, and that's the thing. When you make guys work for stops, you eventually will get a stop. So I'm like, okay, yeah, we're making him work here. So that's all I'm honestly looking for, which is, so yeah. And yeah, that's another thing. When guys are coming out in compressed sets, this tells me right here, like, the again, motion it over when they follow. Okay, he's a man. Let's go to a man beater. Now he does switch and gets bumped, and I get a very lucky animation right there. I'm not gonna lie, boys. But we do speed boost out this time with JSN, and we get our 6. So here I'm like, I trust my defense against someone that's not good. I 100% times go for 2 here, because going for 2 gives me the opportunity to go back up 7. So, and I'm looking for the block kick. No block kick. Kick is up. Kick is good. We go up 8 points here. So see again here, good solid kick coverage. Um, Pretty much. You just really, like I said, you really just want to play bend, don't break, like a bend, don't break style of defense. Um, so yeah, I'm like really now. I'm really starting to aggressively switch outsides towards like the corners and the slants that come across, the crossers, posts, whatever he's running. That's definitely what I'm looking for first and foremost. So yeah, and that there, I really believe that's a game winning. That's a game. I do pause here, because yeah, like, I mean, that's right at Plax with pick artist. I believe he's in a vert hook shaded down. So he really, that should be pick 6 right there. And in this game, I mean, a pick 6 there, especially after I haven't been stopped. I believe I go up 15 or whatever. That I believe that this ball game's over if that does happen. But I loop. Throws a corner to the next play. It's an easy first down. But again, it's all good, because that's what I'm saying. Like, this is. I'm not gonna say like it's conditioning him to, but yeah, we get a good switch there. We switch from the corner to the RB. I probably could have waited just a tad bit, just to play him out a little bit, see what he does, try to bait that, but we don't. So it's all good. So here we go. Yeah. So I mean, again, I'm really honestly, I just want to protect my lead. That's all I really am looking for. So he has an RB open, but he also has Tate. So he does end up throwing Tate. Yeah. Yeah, this game though, boy, this was a sweat. I'm not gonna lie. This was a sweat, a super sweat. But so yeah, his love here. And again, same motto as before. Just play bend, don't break defense. We don't need to do anything crazy, because like he's not scoring at will. That's the one thing you want to look at. Make sure they don't score at will. Here, this was another play where I'm like, oh man, I feel like I really. He did high ball, so that's good on him. But that's an inaccurate high ball, and it somehow still ends up relatively, close. And I'm like, nah, that can't happen. But it is what it is. We chuck in here. This is a huge play in the game because forcing him to take a three right here it was huge. So I switch to the corner and chuck him, but I also get back down. The chuck will throw off the, so if he did throw that, like he could have gotten inaccurate because the chucks mess up your timing. And from him here, 4th and 17, he respects me enough to kick a three, and that's exactly what you need to earn during the game. Because a lot of guys will just drop their money play and they will go for a 4th and 17. But he does respect me enough to, especially in his territory. I believe he was on like that's like only like a 55, 60 yard kick. So I was close enough to field goal range as well, even if he did miss. But he definitely respects me enough here at this point in the game to take his three. So I'm like, smart guy. But I see this, I'm like, okay, yeah, I got him now. Because a game like this, honestly, is probably the wrong decision. Especially, but if I'm not in field goal range, well, my opponent's not in field goal range, I believe 100% of the time I end up going for that. But here, J Love, he gets a bad. I don't know if this is user, he just dove early or what, but yeah, J Love has tank also. So a lot of guys who will try that little double, look, they'll hover over the D tackle and then use their user to stand right behind the D tackle. A lot of guys that end up doing that are actually they will hit stick J Love and he'll bounce right off it, and you can speed boost right up out of there. So that's definitely yeah. So what happens there. And so yeah, we're sporting the 2 possession lead with a minute left. That's what you want to do. You want to keep the game at 2 possessions. Now that's what, especially when I get ball back, it's no excuse to not keep that 2 possession lead throughout the entire game. So here we go. We got a minute left, and yeah, we're really here. I'm just looking again to extend his drives. That's what I want to. I want to extend all of his drives. I just don't want to make for any easy drives for him. Make him work to move the ball, especially and I want him to like not chew, but I want his drives to start taking some time. So. And yeah, here again, that ball could be a pick. Honestly, that ball could be a pick, but it is what it is, man. I really do like a pick right there, and I believe that should have been a pick, but it is what it is, man. We get a hand on the ball. We can get one. My coaches always told me you can get one hand on the ball. You can get both here, and that ball. That was a little scary. I'm not gonna lie, because if you look at let's look back. Look at where the ball ends up. Right where Woodson is. I don't know if that ball is like picked off or what, but I'm like, oh man, that's bad. Cause like it's just time and time again. This dude is just not making the best reads, and like it's nothing stemming from it. So here, Fred Warner makes a great play, 4th and 10 again. I'm like, okay, this one could ice the game. I want the pick, but I will take a 4th and 10. So here I don't even believe he's got me to a 4th down yet, but he dials up a play. So I'm expecting to come back, but drag, boom, switch that, and here, yeah, that if Derwin makes a play. The game could be ice right there, because I mean, see where he was. He was on his 50, so well, he's on a 43 actually, so I could have kicked that ball. I could have kicked that ball from right there, but yeah. So anyways, it's all good, because again, this is like I said, I wanted to do. I just want to extend his drives. That's all I want to do. Make him work. Another 2-3 minute drive. I mean, there's only 16 minutes in the game, so you can't have but so many drives where you're just not scoring fast, especially against a good player like me. So definitely looking to extend his drives here. And I believe he just goes to like a QB power. I blow it up, but he does score the next play, and that looks like that's what happens. So yeah, QB power gets blown up. Well, not blown up actually. He totes it on me and takes it to the one. So I believe he does end up getting in here, which it's just like, man, like you don't want to give that up. But we do get a hit stick, so any X factors he was working on with Derwin, again, guys, get Derwin. He's like 400k coins, mid zone, deep zone pick, 1 AP, or maybe 0. No, he's 1 AP. I'm lying, but so yeah, he does end up scoring here, and I'm like, okay, so we're in a good position still. I think he does go for 2, and I believe he does get it, which is, yeah, that's 100% to play here. So even if I milk and chew clock, he still does. Now, if he doesn't get this though, this could be game losing because again, but you know, good players they'll always dial up players in a clutch when they need them. So I'm not really surprised. He moves this guy out. I wanted to call timeout, but in a game like this, I'm like, I'm not gonna waste a timeout on a 2-point conversion. If he gets the 2-point, he just gets a 2-point. So that was my mindset there. A lot of like, if it's not a great player, then 100% you can take the timeout. But I'm like, this guy, he's pretty solid, and I may end up needing my timeouts, so I'm not gonna take it. And here he does a smart thing, kicks it out of bounds, so I take it at the 40 no matter what, which gives me pretty much one less first down, which is like another minute, 2 minutes almost of time if I were just to, you know, strictly chew him. So here I try to get out the pocket and nothing. Like that clowny card was really doing great. Um, he was doing great against me all game, honestly. Especially, I don't know if he was containing. Yeah, he was containing. So yeah, he's just containing. And I believe I have a small pass lead streak touchdown here. I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna go back because these are players that like will win the game. If he doesn't cloud fly him, he's probably back. But so here, okay. Well, first, Kelsey was crossman, so what I should have been doing is putting him on wheels. But I believe Jason might have got open. But we do like small pass lead. That a small pass lead is not only good, and it's not only good in I'm stumbling over my words here, but it's not only good in the run game. Well, I mean deep balls. It also helps with things like that. So yeah. Okay, yeah. Here's where the BS starts to happen. When I say BS, I mean BS. Because it gets bad. So I couldn't even tell you what happened right there. But that not only does that take me out of field goal range, but that's like a clutch fourth down. Well, it puts me in a tough situation. So, and then again, everything is caged. And yeah, that I try to throw that and play me come away from that guy there, and you see what he does. He just I I don't I literally couldn't tell you. He gets the craziest stop. So I'm like, okay, well, I gotta play some D here. And I'm like, okay, now he's gonna start running, which is okay, makes sense. Yeah, we do get a nice little shoot there. But I'm like, yeah, he's just gonna try to chew now. And then yeah, if I could just switch, like, and honestly, I'm not gonna say I was like trying to bait that, because I was fine with giving that up, but it's like eventually I'm gonna try to get aggressive. See, he gets a nice little 2 yard run here. I'm like, okay, 55 seconds. I'm getting a little bit worried at this point, to be honest, because I'm like, all right, man, I just don't want to get clocked out of this game. And this is also why we save our timeouts, boys. So boom. I believe this play here, though. This play here. This is why we switch it, boys. So he does roll out. He boom. So look here, he playmakers up into the receiver, and then so hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna just show this one more time. So boom. I see the user. I see the return. Boom. Playmaker up. But the click on the last second switch to Tate, and then to take away the post or whatever was in the back of the end zone, I believe that was also a play that won me the game, because I believe he does end up scoring, but I don't know. I feel like with less time, if I had scored and I had less time, I tried to dive and just let him score, but I feel like if he did score and I had more time, he would not have ran man. So I'm like, okay, like he's still like, you'll see the last drive, he does end up playing a little man. So yeah, he has this with luck. He gets in. Now, I don't know if he doesn't go for 2 here. So, which is again, smart play. Don't go for 2 here. He does wait me out, but yeah, we'll just get boom. Okay, so I go to trips again, just want to spread them out, and Tate gets a great grab for me, bro. A great grab. I'm like, okay, you know what, here, I'm gonna either give up the I definitely don't want to give up a 6. Well, I mean, not give up a 6, but give him a lot of time. So JSN, I see that small pass streak, touchdown, and then yeah, we just get right in there. So 20 seconds through timeouts, but we are up 4. So again, like I said earlier, when you don't want to get bombed, the only adjustments you really have to make for real is to just deep half the outside guys, and if they have deep zone, they will react to anything out there. So I'll just get right into this. And here's also the thing, in a situation like this, I want to keep him like I'm fine. You see me switch to Derwin, but I switch like and run outside because I do not want to give up, let him speed boost around me or anything like that. And I also want to make him use timeouts. Making him use timeouts here, that's definitely also huge, because he can't take a sack. When you take a sack in this situation, you 100% of the time you have to call a timeout. So what we're gonna do here, we see, okay, I see that play. I'm like, okay, that's in 5 wide. So now I'm like, okay, you know what? I need to make sure 100%. And you'll see here, we got. So I'm gonna just go back, and I'm gonna just as soon as he snaps, I'm gonna just show the show. I believe I manned up. Yep, manned up him. The slot corner's on the scene, so you can see deep half right here on Reek, deep half on Woodson. Inside quarter, so I can switch and take this right away. Middle third from Derwin, in case again I do need to, click on, take that right away. Well, switch on, take the right away. So boom, we switch on, and then yeah, I believe if he did end up throwing that ball, we would have been fine. But again, 2 seconds here. 2 seconds. Yep, I'm looking. Okay, I'm not coming to. Do not come out and prevent. No matter what, don't come out and prevent. I'm like, we're going to back everybody up because he's going to run something similar. And honestly, I believe I ran the same shell, manned him up, shade him. Yep. Not shade him, but just face him just a little bit. So, the threat of the switch is there. And we end up getting stopped. So, yeah, this is definitely a hell game, boys. I'm not going to lie. I definitely do. I do, like, I see why he is a top 100 guy. So, yeah, we worked really hard for this game, and definitely again that the 2 point to begin the game, I was definitely huge. But yeah, we still end up winning this game by 4. So that was a pretty solid game. So yeah, man. Definitely a lot of things to look at from this video were, again, bend don't break defense. You gotta beat man. Good players will run a good man. And yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for this video, boys. Make sure y'all stay tuned. Dropping some more content later in the week. Probably be streaming on Twitch, so come catch the streams. But yeah, God bless y'all boys, man. Peace.